This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am today joined by Mattia Scarbolo, who is joining us all the way from northeastern Italy, up in Friuli. How are you today, sir?
I'm very good. Ciao, Jamie.
Excellent. So you and your family are all safe and well. I've known your father for many, many years.
Yes. It's I'm trying. Me and my sister are taking the baton now from
Right.
my dad. It's been about 2-3 year process now going
Right.
on. It's very difficult to let go, but we're slowly succeeding. But yeah, we're all good. All the family is good, luckily.
That's good to hear. Now, I'm aware that your region has been less severely hit by the COVID-19 pandemic than many of your neighbors.
Yes, very much so, especially compared to neighboring right with Veneto, which was one of the most heavily hit, together with Lombardia,
Yeah.
who unfortunately is still suffering a lot.
Yes.
Veneto managed to somehow get past. We were in a different world. Still now, very few cases. There's a few reasons for that, but we're very lucky.
Now, what do you put those low numbers down to? Is it to do with population density?
Also, we're a small region. We have a little over 1 million people living in Friuli, scattered. The two biggest cities together, they have less than 300,000 people. So everyone else is living in smaller towns. But also because we are, as for the wine world, we are under the radar, very much under the radar. Not a big tourist destination, especially when compared to Veneto, or a big business destination such as Lombardia.
And are you happy with the way that your local government and your central government have managed the ongoing pandemic?
I am very happy, to be honest. Yeah,
Right.
because this is a time, especially in Italy, when we tend to discuss everything as a way of life.
Yeah.
Our regional governor, although he doesn't belong to the majority of the government, he's from the opposition. He's been following the guidances from the government without making a lot of fuzz, a lot of critics. Yes, of course, he does comment it, but it's good to see some kind of unity as long as things are still in full effect.
Yes, yeah. We can hope that partisan politics are put aside while this is ongoing, and that people can work together to get through this.
Yeah, it's not happening very much in Italy. We, as I said earlier, but sometimes there are good exceptions. So luckily, this is one of the cases.
So how has the lockdown affected things at the winery with your business?
Okay, so not very much, because in terms of, so now being spring, it's a heavy time in the year for works in the vineyards, of course.
Yeah.
Luckily, us and all the agricultural sector are considered essential businesses, so we were able to continue working. So in that sense, we didn't see a lot of impact. And also because since we are a small winery, in the winery itself, where the bigger wineries or the bigger companies have to take a lot of measures, preventative and security measures, it's the four of us in the winery. So we can be a little bit more, there's a little bit more freedom in the way we can act on a daily basis. So we didn't feel that much there. When it comes to the market, it's been, of course, a disaster.
Right.
Yeah. It would have been even worse a few years ago. So, of course, you know my father for a long time. Probably you recall that we used to have a restaurant called La Frasca.
Yep.
Yeah. So starting 18 months ago now, we leased it out. We're not managing the restaurant anymore. So it would have been a much more difficult situation for us had we had the restaurant, because restaurants are still fully closed now.
Yes.
They can do takeout, of course, but it would have been very difficult.
Yeah. 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 And with regards to your export market, have you seen an impact there?
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
I've seen completely like time stopped.
Right.
No more orders.
Right.
Yeah, our biggest markets are Northern Europe, the US and Canada,
Right.
and Far East. Japan, China, Hong Kong. Everything stopped. This
Right.
is, since Friuli, of course, is a land of white wines.
Mhm.
This is the time of the year mm, until the end of May, when the majority of revenues are generated, because
Of
you
course.
ship all the white wines out, of course, in preparation for spring and summer. Uh, we had a drop of, compared to last year, same period, uh, 85%.
Wow.
So yes, also because we're very much reliant on the horecas, on the restaurant,
Yeah.
and the wine shops and wine bars. We don't sell in the big stores, in grocery stores, and direct to consumer is still fairly small in Italy and for us too.
Right.
So we felt the toll very much. Yeah.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So, putting business aside, personally, what has been the thing that you miss most from the time, we'll call it the the time before COVID-19? What have you been missing the most? What are you looking forward to being able to do again that you cannot do right
Um, Traveling, of course. Well, that's my role
now?
too.
Right.
So traveling, visiting the markets, getting a sensation, seeing, uh, feeling things. I think we're very lucky compared to the epidemics in the past, because we can connect in so many other ways.
Yeah.
But through a screen, after a while, it becomes, even for someone my age, it becomes unbearable.
Yeah. No, I
But
understand.
at the same time, I gotta say, I'm lucky. Of course, we have the vineyards to go out to, so I get to live a more balanced and sane life, because I can go out to the vineyards. I understand people in Milan and any New York or any city, big city in the world. It must be whoever can keep sanity
Yes.
has my respect. Nevertheless, it was also a great time for me to. I'm very happy of the opportunity I had to try some new things. I deleted my social media entirely a few months ago.
Great.
Before this, everything
Yeah.
happened. Yes, and that was a good move, because had I still been, I still use my phone a lot, of course, but had I still been on all the social media, I would have wasted, and I know it because I know myself, half of the day just scrolling.
Yeah.
So I started doing the most random things that I would have never done. I made an orchard. I'm repairing bikes.
Oh,
I sold my guitar, so I didn't get a chance to practice more of that. But cool new things. So there's a positive aspect
yeah.
that there can be, I hope.
I think one has to look for the silver linings in all of these clouds right now. Thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today. We really appreciate your time. And once all of this is over, we'll see you in Toronto for a glass of wine, or I'll come up to visit you.
I very much look forward to coming back to Toronto. It's one of my favorite cities, so hopefully I'll be there soon.
Excellent. Give my love to your father. It's been a long time since I've seen him.
Okay, I will do. Grazie mille.
Bye for now.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.